just okay. For those of you joining us just now, welcome to City Skylines. We're building a commercial mall area, which needs water. As you can tell, our commercial demand, industrial demand are up. We'll solve industrial demand in a minute. Right now we're going to work on our commercial zone. So, we're starting by building a happy mall area. We're going to expand this out. Actually going to use this road for all of this area. Oof, I don't like that's not even. It's fine. We're gonna make all of this heavy commercial. Heavy commercial, high density commercial. Gonna make sure it all has water. We're gonna call it something like, I actually don't like those. I don't want those here. I just want straight up old school power lines. Turns out you gotta raise them up a bit. Cool, that works just fine for me. I'm gonna zone all of this heavy commercial, high density commercial. Just, I'm gonna get out, knock out the little corners that look weird. Anything that's not, like these are all gonna be small. I don't actually want that, and I don't want all of you to be zoned. You're gonna be little shops. Yeah, I should probably stop building. So you're getting rezoned. You too, rezoned. Just we have big shops and little shops. It'll be fun. Then on the outside it'll be just little shops. Actually, I'm not gonna do the outside of that. Perfect. I like it. Intriguing. The inner lane of the roundabout has people stopping at one of its intersections. I just read that. Where are people stopping? Oh, it's because they're switching lanes. I think that's fine. Otherwise, they won't. That is, I guess that is. There are two segments, so I could have this one. I could have them go through. It. Yeah, let's. No, I think it's fine. I think what people are doing there works just fine. This is just gonna be kind of a trafficy nightmare. It's gonna be a little bit of a chaotic roundabout. Not quite an Arch to Triumph situation. Oh. Do I has the... Nope. I can build the Columbia Center now. And I'm going to. Oh, there's a bus stop on there, though. There wasn't a bus stop there. Oh, that's frustrating. There's no bus stops on this road or on the alleyway. That's fine. Oops. One more. We built the Columbia Tower. And now... Ah, that's gorgeous. And now to rebuild these roads. And then to dezone all of this. And then rezone it in a way that makes sense. To me and no one else. There we go. I'm actually gonna get rid of these and make that all commercial. I think that's how that works. We don't want offices. Let's actually turn you into offices in the corner. That is an imposing building. That is a massive, massive building to have in here. It's a little bit of a riverside. Alright, so the Columbia Tower is huge. We've learned that today. I knew it was huge, but I didn't realize how big it would be in-game. I feel like that might be... No, I guess it's, judging by the road size, that's realistically tall. Oh, it's staying now. 2 visitors last week. Perfect, exactly what I wanted. 2 whole visitors. Alright, we need to expand. This all has water. I'm kind of obsessive about my water, but... You know, I'm just going to do a massive industrial expansion right now, just so we don't have to worry about industry for a while. We're gonna make sure our lumber mills are all well put together. Looks cool looking down from the top of the tower, says MSJ, and we will do that in a moment. Let us quickly finish this up, then we'll go to the top of the tower and look down. Farmville's doing fine. Let's see what the city looks like down below. Hey, look. Well, assets running. So here we are at the top of the Columbia Tower. And down below you'll see Kevin humming along nicely. Look, there's some stuff in the background. We'll go look at the other side. So here's the view of downtown instead of the main towns. We go over here, we'll see the view of Smoggy Pollution Pit, and once we get out of the building proper, see the freeway. The traffic problems, we'll go over to this side on top of the tower. Whee! There's the river. That looks really nice. This does actually look fantastic. And then there's Failurewood Hills with its beautiful curvy roads and stuff. We should do another neighborhood like that. Another like curvy sort of put together neighborhood. Maybe somewhere that's hilly. Where do we have hills? I guess we could do it over here. He says when looking away. You could put a neighborhood in the hills here. Or maybe later, there's a good spot of hills. Let me take a gander around. Like over, that's all oil fields. I guess we do it here. I need to expand Farmville. So I want to include all of, no, natural resources, yeah, all of this sort of natural, all the fertile land there. Perfect. This will all be Farmville eventually. But not Vecco Heights. Vecco Heights is Vecco Heights. I do like how the roads are laid out. Sort of combine stuff. I think my favorite neighborhood that I've made is Sandy Shores. Not because it's named Sandy Shores, because I like the look of it. It's just got this kind of like poor... It just looks like a poor neighborhood. And to me, that's difficult to do in this game that tries to make everything super clean. Stego Hills. Maybe we should do a Stego Hills. Steaks likes hills. Like steak stuff. Alright, I guess we do have this. This is kind of a... I bet it's kind of a curvy place. We'll do a Stego Hills somewhere. I guess we could do it up here. Yeah, let's do Stego Hills sort of in the, well, hills. I want to do a little bit of a, like a dirt road motif. Sort of have like, Stego Hills is going to be a little more collection of houses-y and a little less neighborhood. I want I can't get around that. Well, I guess I'll just build. I want a little like service road looking thing. Stego Hills will be out here. Oh, a road cut across Farmville. I think the road should come out of Vecco Heights. No, I don't come from here. I'll actually have it go a full... Nope, let's do a full... Where's the full city block? There. And then we'll have it turn into a less paved road. She'll continue out to about the edge of the... there, and then it'll become a dirt road. To there. And we're gonna just have little dirt roads coming off. Stego Hills is gonna be a very sparse kind of neighborhood. I don't even think neighborhood's the right word. Community? Someone's gonna live near the power lines. People are gonna have parallel roads but not really live near each other. Hills is where the toys are. I want this to like... Actually, I do want it to go through. I thought it'd be a little like... road like that, but I don't know where I want to connect this up yet. I like the looks of this. We need something a little more... Put a right angle and then something that just tees off like that. I just actually have an idea for this. This can sort of a little bit more of a steep turn. Sunset Square, no. Stego Hills. All right. We need water. It's like run pipes under the road. It's super inefficient, but it makes sense to run the water pipes along the road. My parents live in kind of a rural area, and the water pipe runs directly underneath the road up to their place, so... Trust me, it's realistic, even if it doesn't look it. It'll just run up the back alleyway, and this will have a pipe. It's up there. It's inefficient, but it's realistic. I actually don't want the water to go that far. Now, how do I want to place the houses? I don't want them to be like everywhere, you know? It's like a dirt road cul-de-sac at that point. Actually want Stego Hills to policies. No, I want, where we go, industrial zoning, agriculture. I want there to be industry in Stego Hills as well. So, you know, like farmhouses. That's what I'm gonna do, is put little houses, places, and then do the rest will be agriculture. Can't have them at the end of the road. They're not gonna have power, so I'm going to put these underground power things. I want to run a power line down this road. And from here. Alright, I wonder if I can just do like that far away. So be in the back of someone's farm. There we go. That should be pretty good. I don't like the power lines are so... You don't want that. Should probably work from here outwards so we always have power on the grid. A couple farmhouses there. I can pick apart the things that don't necessarily look right. You know what? Actually, that'll be a farm. And that'll be a farm, and this will be a house. It's going to take a while for all of this to manifest. Right? This isn't just going to happen overnight where this looks fine. Because it's going to be a long time until our industrial demand catches up with our supply here. And then we're just going to have all these houses sort of sitting out here by themselves for a little while, which I think will be fine. This is definitely a long-term plan for something that'll look good in many game hours from now. Whoops, that's not at all what I wanted. This isn't a plan that'll manifest itself for a while. There should be a shop for Steggs to drive his tractor to. That is correct. For those who don't know what we're referencing, Steggs 101 and Colonel Failure have a great spin tires series going on their respective YouTubes. And I recommend you check it out because they're hilarious. They're quite funny. And Steggs had some hilarity. It's you just gotta go watch it. Like, don't take my word for it, just go watch it. Alright, careful distribution of farmland. One day this will all be perfect. Until then, it's gonna look like this. I actually want all of these big plots to be farms. I'll turn that one into a house. Oh, that one was Farm Simulator, sorry. They were playing Farm Simulator. It's not Spin Tires. Those are different games. I don't know if you knew that, but Farm Sim and Spin Tires are different games. Sorry about the confusion. Alright, I'm really liking what's happening here. I think I'm not so much liking my placement of You're gonna be a farm. All the small, awkward-shaped things will be houses. All the big ones will be farms. I have completely changed my mind about how to do this, and now I'm redoing it. And hopefully no one minds. Oops, that is just... That could be a house if I wanted to. Or be a 3x4 farm plot. These people are gonna have awful commutes into work unless they work on the farms. That would be my hope, that they all work on farms. Hopefully the farms aren't too noisy of a neighbor, you know? I'd worry that a farm wouldn't be a great neighbor to have, but... I mean, in the real world, people live near farms. Usually because they have to, you know? Because that's where they work, or they're subsistence farmers, but... I understand this isn't the real world, and... These are programmed people, not real people. And maybe they have different ideas of their needs for countryside living. Hopefully that ramble makes sense. Farm's so loud, man. That wheat that whispers. I know. Farms are obnoxiously loud. Well, imagine like living next to cattle and stuff. I feel like that could be... That could be annoying. Nope, needed that one. Oh, and I placed it poorly. I placed it perfectly last time, and now I can't recreate it. That's fine. That'll be just fine like that. But coming out here would be fun if you live out here. Alright, let's finish up some of these housing plots. See about our distribution of houses. That's mostly going to be farms. Put a house there. That'll be houses. I think almost the rest of that. Like, these can all be homes. I think that's good. There is demand for housing, but I don't think that demand extends out here. This is sort of far away. Over the hills and far away. Little farmhouse there. Look at this. Yeah, so for those of you who are watching and want to learn something about city skylines, my advice when doing something like this, building out a farming community, is don't. It's incredibly inefficient, it's a waste of time, and it's a huge waste of space. I'm not quite sure why I'm doing it. I think just because I hope Steg sees it and enjoys that I've created a farming community in his honor. MSJN says a cow used to graze right next to his parents' house. It only mooed occasionally. That's not too bad. A little murr every once in a while, I'm sure, isn't too bad. There we go. Stego Hills. I'm gonna put one of these. I don't know exactly where to. Probably right here in the middle where that tree is. And then I'm gonna put another one. I guess just sort of feed them in here, huh? And then one to connect. So where are you? All right, there. Just let everything over here has power. Where all of those houses come in and have power. I'll put one right next to this tree. These are all underground power things. And you should all be able to connect up with that. There we go. Stego Hills is a population of 62 people. Wow, it's like a real town. I like these suburban homes in what will eventually become farmland. Skip says we need 1 block of high-density residential for the Farm Baron's Tower. If we had a Farm Baron, I mean, that would be a good That, yeah. I don't know if I really need a farm baron. I think that looks, yeah, that actually looks great. Stego Hills. You can expand Farmville. I like all these billboards on this road. Like, I don't know how many farm exports are billboards. I guess they're wheat fields. Orchards. This is pretty cool. I'm liking this. Hang on. We're gonna do a quick tour. We're gonna do a quick wrap up before we stop. I'm gonna do a little. I like these roads that look like there's no roads there. Little Art Deco shop there. I'm gonna do a quick, yeah, overview of what we've done before we call it a day, because I think we're getting close to and getting Skipachu's out of here. Good night, Skipachu. Enjoy bedtime. So today we have fixed this roundabout and turned this intersection into something that's efficient and works, as you can tell by the traffic. That's just happening. We expanded downtown dramatically, so it's now significantly bigger. The population is nearly 13,000, was nearly 10,000. So we've added an extra 30% to that. We've also expanded Krakow, made this roundabout a central part of an inner city look. And then we've finally filled in this whole area between the freeways and the main road. Today we also put a little bit of expansion into the farms in Farmville. Not a huge amount, just add an extra row of farms. We swapped our sewage output for sewage treatment plants. Build some schools, put in a couple landmarks, Space Needle over there, Columbia Center over here. Expanded Mill Square a little bit after there was a huge fire. And last but not least, did one more thing that I've since forgotten. Oh, we built a mall, and we haven't even called it Mall Zone yet. I'm going to do a little thing and then refer to it as something. Hickory Park. How about Alderwood Mall? There we go. Name it after a tree. Alderwood Mall is also a mall in Linwood. We're gonna make this a little more. There we go. Fill it in. It doesn't look great, but it looks filled in. So there we go. This has been City Skylines. This is Kevin. I have been Captain Snaggles. If you are watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful night. For those of you on Twitch, now that the YouTube